is a public service announcement. Seriously, heed this warning. In the middle of the night, I seriously woke up screaming. Okay, let me start. David was out of town working, but we can't stand to be away from each other. So whenever one of us is out of town, we FaceTime each other and we sleep, like with FaceTime on, and then, okay, good night, and we're on FaceTime and we sleep. Last night, I'm sleeping and it's dark here, so he can't see me. It's dark in his room in the hotel. I can't see him. And I start screaming. And David is woken up. Imagine. He hears me screaming through the FaceTime and he doesn't know what's happening because he can't see me. So he's yelling, honey, what's wrong? What's going on? How is that? Blah! Right? And it turns out that I was screaming while I was sleeping. Yeah, so he wakes me up and I'm like, what? Because he's scaring me now. I'm like, what? And it takes a second, but all of a sudden I'm awake. But all of a sudden, now that I'm awake, I can feel what's happening to me. And I feel this excruciating pain in my foot and in my calf. And what do? I start screaming again, but this time I'm awake and I know what's happening. And I am screaming bloody murder. My windows are open. I don't know if the neighbors heard me. Nobody came to my rescue, but I am screaming at the top of my lungs because the pain that I was feeling in my leg and my foot was horrific. I could not get it to stop. If I bent this way, it cramped that way. If I bent this way, it cramped that way. My calf there was nothing I could do with my calf. I would put my leg out. Oh, look. That's from taking blood the other day. She couldn't find my vein. Okay, back at the ranch. I put my foot out. I'm trying to stretch my foot, trying to get my calf to stop. It was horrible. And I absolutely know why that happened to me. I absolutely know. And I am going to share that with you because it was so horrific that all of you all that are starting new with us need to take this extremely serious. Because all the carnivores in this community have been telling me how important it is to eat salt, magnesium, and potassium. Okay? I have cut back on all of that. The reason that I have cut back on salt is because I have stopped taking my elements on a daily basis. I mean, I was taking 2 and 3 packets a day because I love it so much. But the salt was absolutely making my eyes swell. And I had poofiness under my eyes. I had poofiness all around my eyes. I was like, let me try and eliminate the salt and see if that gets better. I eliminated the salt out of the elements. I still use it on my food, but I only eat once or twice a day. I've cut way back on the salt, and it's not enough salt. Also, I ran out of potassium and magnesium pills before I went to South Carolina for the 4th of July week. So I haven't had any potassium or magnesium at all. And when I tell you, I can still feel the knot in my calf. It was so horrific. I don't even know. I can't even believe that happened. I don't even know how to explain it. Bloody murder. I don't know. It was so bad that I will never do that again. I will never do this again. Ever. Tomorrow, we are going to head back to Costco. I am going to get my magnesium and my potassium. I'm going to reorder my elements because that was just horrible. And so I just want to public announcement to everybody who is new starting here that magnesium and potassium and salt are very important to prevent cramping in the legs and cramping in the feet. Cramping in the feet is the worst. There's nothing you can do. cramping in the feet. You can't bend this way because then this side cramps. You can't bend that way because then this side cramps. Your foot is so thin, it's not like thick. Anyways, okay. So anyways, foot cramping is the worst. So back on track with magnesium, potassium, and salt. Get it. Make sure you have a ton of it on your food. Don't let this happen to you. So that was my public service announcement to my subscribers. Let's make sure this doesn't happen to anybody else other than me. Let's head to the comments. Let me know if you can relate. If you're new here, subscribe. We would love to support you in your journey. I will see you guys on the inside.